It Chapter 2 came out. Wow. A movie. I watched the first It when I was studying abroad in China.
What?
I watched the first It. I watched the first. Oh my gosh, she has eyeballs. Be nice. I watched the first It when I was studying abroad in China. My roommate rented it on iTunes. I think that's what. Is that the. I know iTunes is for music, but do you also rent
The
movies?
Apple Store? Yeah, they'll get what you mean. It's all the same. Can I not lean on this?
No, it's a door. You can lean on this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Remember last time I filmed here and Checkers kept going like the whole time? Where did she get it from? Anyways, we rented the movie from an Apple service and we didn't exactly have Wi-Fi. We had a box that gave off a signal and you had to connect to the box. And the box had a SIM card, so it was data, it wasn't Wi-Fi. So we watched it off of that and it buffered like every 5 minutes for like 15 minutes and then it would play 5 minutes, buffer. You get the idea. So what was I gonna say? So I went with my roommate who lives in the city I live in now, cause you know I'm not in China anymore. Did you know that?
I didn't.
I'm not in China anymore, guys. And so we watched it. It was like a double date, basically, is what this long story boils down to. Her and her boyfriend, me and my whatever that is, went to see It Chapter 2.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching. What's my outro?
Your outro? This has been an A-B conversation. Let's see the next video.
That is what it is.
Oh, who'da thunk it?
Oh, who'd have thunk it? I didn't know if you knew that.
Why wouldn't I?
You listen to me talk.
Enough.
Okay. What would you rate the movie out of 10?
I don't know. Maybe 6?
6?
What do you think?
I don't know. Like
it depends what you rate it as. If you're going in it for a purely horror standpoint, it's not
it wasn't
very good
scary.
horror movie. It's just not a good horror movie in general, but like it was pretty funny and it fleshed out the story pretty well.
And it developed characters.
Yeah. So I liked all those aspects of it, but if you're like, oh, I'm a horror movie guy, I only watch horror movies. You know,
And the first one developed
I like it.
Ben, God, what's his name? The main guy.
Bill.
Bill. Ben, Bill, and the girl. What's the girl's name? Beth?
Beverly.
Oh, yeah. Why are they all bees? You know?
Ben, Bill, Beverly, Eddie.
Yeah, but the characters that got fleshed out in the first movie were the bee team. And then this movie, they didn't really expand on those characters. I mean, like, okay, this is spoilers, but, ooh, he used to be fat. Oh! You know, like, that's a cheap plot point.
And I mean, like...
And he was like, oh, once a fat kid, always a fat kid. Like, bro, like, he's hot now. Like, I mean, I'm not saying fat people can't be hot. I'm just saying he was a kid before, so I can't say that he's hot. But, like... I said he's not hot! I said he's not hot! Because he's a kid.
I'm not touching whatever you're saying.
Oh my
Keeping out of
gosh.
it.
Anyways, he's stereotypically hot. You know? And so, like, the clown was like, oh, once a fat kid, always a fat kid. Like, it doesn't matter. He's pulling the babes now. What does it matter? Like, anyways. He didn't have any more character development. The girl didn't have any more. And Bill didn't have any more. But they did expand more on Richie? Is that his name? Richie. Not really Eddie as much, but kind of, because you saw his personal experiences with the clown. Like, Eddie was the least developed character. No. What's his name? Mark? Isn't it Mark?
No, it's longer.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you look it up? Mark?
It's definitely not Mark.
It starts with an M, though.
Longer. I think it starts with an N.
Oh my god, that's racist.
Stanley.
No, not Stanley.
Oh, who the hell are you talking about?
Mike!
Oh.
Oh!
I thought you were talking about Stanley.
No, I'm talking about Mike.
Yeah, Mike, yeah. They really, all his character was in this movie. He barely was in the first one at all.
He wasn't really in this one either. Like, he didn't have a character. He was just like, this is what we gotta do.
He was the guy who progressed the plot line.
I guess that's right, but he didn't have the character, basically.
No, yeah.
And Stanley, I liked how they wrapped Stanley's up at the end. I mean, I don't understand the letters still. He was like, I don't even remember what he said. He was like, it's funny how they used the old picture of the clown.
Both, yeah.
They kind of extended Stanley's character, even though, again, spoilers. I mean, the rest of this video is going to be spoilers, so bear that in mind. They expanded his character by showing his becoming a man speech, you know?
And, yeah.
But, I mean, he killed himself, so there's not really much to expand your character by if you're not in the movie. They did handle his suicide scene more tastefully than other suicide scenes I've seen. Cough, cough, 13 Reasons Why. Because it was the same, he did the same thing Hannah Baker did, but do you mind? He did the same thing, and it was really gross how they showed how deep the glass went into his palm.
Oh, yeah, that was.
I didn't like that. And
But
but they used that to signify him cutting himself.
That was pretty gross, but they also, you know what else was gross? When his severed head grew fucking spider legs out of the eyeballs, and so...
Yeah. Like there was an audible groan from the entire audience when the...
Like, all the face parts, that's like, okay, but once it's like, out of the side of the eyes...
No. Yeah. But, it was okay. I mean, watching the first one, I have this weird thing with CGI. I don't really like CGI that much.
She hates it.
And you could just tell the whole movie was CGI. I'm talking about the first one. And this one, like, you still could, but, like, it was a little better. Like, there wasn't that the clown dancing scene, which, God, that
was the best.
No. And like, I understand that you can't really make the clown scary unless you have jump scares, because otherwise, hey, it's just a guy and he turns into things. He's just a shapeshifter. Ooh, spooky. But like, there were so many jump scares, and it was just like,
I disagree. I think, like, him talking to the kids in his creepy voice, like, that's very, like, creepy and, like, unsettling.
I just thought he was stupid when he was talking to the girl. People don't like my face. They bully me and make fun of me for my face. I was just, like, laughing internally.
I wish they had more scenes like that.
Yeah, like the first one they showed a lot more people getting killed. This one, only 3 people got killed, and 2 of them were by themselves. Well, maybe 3 people got killed. I don't know if the original gay guy... 4 people got killed. I don't know if the original gay guy... Like, his boyfriend got killed, but then did he get killed? Because he didn't report seeing a clown eat his boyfriend to the police, you know? You know?
I'm trying to think of all the people that we saw die.
The girl with the face thing. The little boy. That's... the... Oh my god, what is it? Projection of Georgie? Pretend that made sense. Yeah, a lot of the scenes where, like, it's just them screaming at children who are real was just like, Jesus Christ. Like, that kid would not react as calmly as he did. It was the same kid that got yelled at. He would not be that okay with these adults yelling at him. And he's like 5?
No, he was like
7?
9. He could ride a skateboard.
I don't know how old kids are.
9.
They all look the same to me. But when I was 9, if an adult yelled at me like that, I would start crying. So, that kid didn't start crying. He was just like, yo, what the uck, bro? What the uck, bro?
But yeah.
Yeah.
If you're going to see a horror movie, it's probably not the best movie for you. Watch Hereditary. That's a horror movie.
Not sponsored. If
you're going to see the second part of It, if you're like invested into It, again, it's funnier than it is scary, I feel like. There's some good comedy.
Yeah. Was the book like that too? Like, was the book...
I don't know. I assume he writes a lot of comedy into his books.
Yeah. I did really like the scene in the Jade of the Orient restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Where they were all just goofing around. And, like, it was, like, they were acting the same as they did in middle school. And it was, like, cute to...
They're high schoolers in the first one.
Oh.
9th graders. But, yeah, that was a good scene.
It was cute to see how, like, they were, like, so adult separated. But then they come together and they're like, oh, no time has passed. They're still friends. Blah, blah, blah. But... I don't understand how they didn't remember Pennywise, because at the beginning, one of the people on the phone asked, did it come back? But they had lost all their memories.
Do you remember who asked? It was Bill. Bill remembered, because he did it.
Was it Bill? Yeah. I thought it was Eddie.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
But, yeah. They all forgot because it wiped their memory as they moved away.
Yeah.
But, the other thing is, like, that whole psycho kid coming back from the loony bin, that whole storyline was, like, weird.
It
really
was, like... In. Yeah, it didn't,
I think it's one of those things that happen in the book. So they're like, we gotta fit it in somewhere, but it just didn't really fit at all.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that easy to break out of a mental ward either. And why would his car be... I guess a zombie guy brought him his car, but why would the zombie guy be able to get his car? His car would be, like, impounded or something.
Yeah,
he was in jail for life. Like, he wouldn't have access to his car. It would have been auctioned off or something.
It's all ridiculous. Because then, when he got there, what did he do? He didn't affect the story at all. He just stabbed the guy in the face, and the guy was fine.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't even say, ow. He's like, you stabbed me in the face. Nothing happened.
Checkers wants in so bad.
Should we let her in?
Oh my god. Dude, it's not Checkers.
Are you coming in or not?
Okay, you have to close the door though.
There's only one in here. Jumpy.
Come on. It was nice that Stephen King had a cameo.
Mm-hmm. I thought that was good. They kind of get him in a very, like, cliche way, but I think it circles back to the running joke through the movie where the author could never write a good ending.
So, is that supposed to reference Stephen King's ending sucking?
Yeah, because everybody says his endings suck. And
really?
That's why all his characters are writers too, because he writes about writers.
Okay, well, it was a nice
It was very Sunday school special.
Sunday school special.
After Sunday school special? Sunday special. What do you call it?
Sunday morning?
You know what I'm talking about?
No. Okay. Aw, she...
Juked.
Yeah. Yep. So, what would you rate this movie out of 10?
I already rated it.
Out of 10?
I already did.
6. You said 6.
Yeah. What would you, punk?
Probably a 4.
Dang. Low.
I was... Okay. Seeing Pennywise without his makeup on, it was just like... Like, I know they were trying to relate it to the grandma saying her dad was in the circus and like, oh look, Pennywise is the dad. But like, you know, like it didn't, like that, I don't know. And also like, I don't know if this was in the book, but like, what's his name? Richie in the first movie was only, it does make sense that he becomes like a stand-up comedian because like he's just brutally annoying. No, not annoying, but like he just like likes cracking jokes or whatever. But like I feel like they just made him gay because the book said he was gay or something. Like, there was...
I think it made sense. I think it fit well.
Okay.
Because, like, that's why he's always making fun of
Eddie
for who he dates and, you know, like, always ragging on him because he likes him. Okay. And that's why he was the saddest when he died. Oh, spoilers.
Yeah. But I definitely did call that he etched the E into the bridge because when that scene came up I was like, oh, it's probably an E. Didn't I? You don't remember? Anyways. It was just like, and those bullies were they not the older versions of the original bullies?
All the bullies died except for one, I think. Or went to jail. There's 3 bullies. One died, one went to jail, and the other, I don't know. Maybe. I didn't think so. I think they're just more
I just thought
bullies.
that then, I don't know. Like the kid, I don't know. I didn't see a reason for them to be in it. Like, oh yeah, it leads to the first death or whatever, but like, you could have done like something else, you know? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, also, I thought that was dumb that that guy died it because I thought he only did kids.
Yeah, like, the guy wasn't even, like, he was drowning, but like, it wasn't making him scared, so like,
It helped him, and then killed him.
it helped him, and then, yeah, like, I don't understand.
Yeah,
If anything, it
I
was
thought that
making
was
the
dumb.
boyfriend scared, you know? Bro, you're a crackhead. In or out? You picked out, so you stay out. Okay, baby? Okay? Okay. She said okay. But also, like...
Yeah.
There were several children in the movie theater.
Little tiny kids.
Like,
Like
children.
this tall.
Like,
Like
5
5-year-old.
years old. Like, at least a dozen. You know? I mean, they weren't all 5. That was, like, the youngest. But, like, at least a dozen children. It was mostly kids in this theater that we went to. And, like, some lone couples. But mostly kids. And it was very concerning because...
Yeah.
Why
First
would
of all-
you take your kid to see it?
Yeah, the first scene is about abusing gay people and calling the F word. And so even that alone is like, why would you show your little tiny kid that?
And it's like, it's okay to bully gay people because they'll just be eaten by clowns. Stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like,
And then it just...
and then
Constant.
domestic abuse, and then suicide.
all within the first 10 minutes.
Yes. Like, why would you take your children to see it? Please do not. Like, it's like, why would you take your kid to see Deadpool, but like...
And that's not even mentioning... It's worse than that because Deadpool's
the polar opposite of Deadpool. You know?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's dumb. Those people are dumb.
It's dumb. Like, so many kid movies are out. Take them to see a kid movie. Like, even when they've already seen, they probably won't know the difference. Like, why would you take your kids to see it? It was very concerning. And I got ID'd going into the theater. Like, I already bought the ticket, and she was like, "Can I see your ID?" Like, ripping the stub off. And I was like, no. Luke was like, "I'm 21. And she was like, "Okay, that's fine then." And it's just like, why?
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Do I not look over 17? Oh
It's
my
crazy.
gosh. Yeah, it just really pissed me off that literal children were in the movie theater, but I got ID'd. Like, normally there's like, you have to be 17 or like 15, but with a guardian, you know?
You can go into any age with a guardian.
Some theaters no.
Yeah, some theaters have rules like no kids under 10 and rated R no matter what.
It's just very concerning.
Yeah, it's not.
Because at one point, the grandma's swinging her titties all over the place. And it's just like, there's kids. Like, every time something happened, I would say, "Oh my gosh, there's kids in this movie theater." And, yeah. And not to mention the homophobic couple sitting next to us, which is like, bruh. That was a big yikes moment when the boyfriends were kissing and they were like, ew! Like, are you 5?
Oh, no. Oh.
Like,
They're like, yeah, bad. Oh, no. Oh.
yeah, it was very yikes. That's what happens when you go to a movie theater in a small town and it's like only kids and homophobic people seeing the movie. And you're like, please, I just want to see this clown eat some people. I just want to see this clown vor some people. And I also thought it was so stupid. Like, he did this in the other movie where he goes like this and his beak is like, you know what I'm talking about? He has no eyes or nose or anything and it's just like that and his jaw's open like that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it looked so dumb. Like, and I don't know if it was supposed to be scary because like he was about to eat them and you could see all the teeth inside, but like, bro, you looked like Goofy. Like, it wasn't scary.
Did you like the part where he did this and it cut his face into the thing?
I did. I
like
liked that. He went like, but it was like, his forehead's like this big. So. But this time when he did that, he made his head a hole so you could see the lights behind him. I still don't understand what those lights are. They said it's the death lights or whatever, and that means you can see people dying.
Yeah, it's very ambiguous. I thought the lights were his light, like his life.
Yeah, I
Then
thought that too. And then
So the heart and the lights went out.
yeah,
Who's to say?
and she saw all of her friends dying, but like she was the only one that looked at them. So like, how? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, why did she see all her friends dying? Is it like everyone you care about dying?
They all were infected by the touch of it.
So it's when Richie, adult Richie, looked into them, did he see them dying or not? Because they were about to kill him.
Well, she only saw him dying in her dreams, and he never slept afterwards before he died.
Yeah, I thought it was really, his mouth was like, ah!
It was good.
It was funny.
Bill Hader's a good actor.
But like, if you see it through glasses,
It was casted really well.
it was. The kids, I mean, the adults looked exactly like the kids.
Just like the kids.
Like,
And they acted really, really good.
really similar. Like, they probably had, like, the kids and the adults interact because there were flashback scenes.
The only one who didn't really work was the girl. I thought the girl did a bad job. She didn't act anything like she was in the first movie.
I think it's because...
Who did you think was bad?
Well, I was gonna say, Richie didn't really look as much as his kid as everyone else did.
Look like them. Yeah, I can see that. But he
Yeah.
did a really good job.
He did a good job, yeah. But, really, the girl, I thought it was, 'cause, like, I don't know if she remembers her dad.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because, like, when she came back, she got all the memories, but, like, do they just forget their whole time in Derry? Because I thought that's what happened.
They seemed like it. They didn't know where they were from.
Okay, so... does she... Like, did she not question why she didn't have any parents?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, she moved in with her aunt, and her aunt never said, so, how was living with your dad? And she was like, I don't remember.
I'm sure she did, but yeah, I bet it just faded away over time. I don't know.
And all of them They said they hadn't seen each other in 27 years, but that's not true. It would have been like 25 years because they were still in high school. You know?
Yeah.
Stephen King can't do math. Yeah, but I thought it was interesting how she was abused by her father and then her husband abused her in the same way, because a lot of people that are abused as kids go into abusive relationships, and I thought that was like, I don't know, but I mean, they had to make the husband bad so she would fall in love with Benjamin. Bro. I'm taking this away from you. Do you have anything else to contribute to the video?
No.
Nothing?
No. I feel like we talked about all there is to talk about. We rated it. We gave a synopsis. We, yeah. Like...
How would you compare this movie to the first one? Oh, I didn't see what it said. Let's hope it's not bad.
But yeah, I don't know. I think, like I said, since the kids just are more, kid-like. They're all
Goofy.
Yeah. Goofy, yes. Goofy and wacky and a little more energetic. Adults, like Eddie and Richie were exactly the same, but everyone else kind of was just like adult-like, boring.
Boring, yeah.
Like, they played the characters really well, but, like, they didn't do much. So, the first one I like better.
Yep. Yep. And I did think, well, I mean, like, oh god, I always forget his name, Bill. When he yelled at Eddie in the house, I felt like that was very out of character. Like, I didn't think he was the one supposed to be yelling.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like it would be Richie, the guy that almost died.
Mm-hmm. But Richie would never yell at Eddie. Because he loves him. Yes, he would.
I fucked your mom, I fucked your mom!
Yeah, that's not yelling at him, though.
But, I don't know. But, there you have it. It Chapter 2. And then ending on the suicide note, I really don't understand the suicide note still. What?
Well, I like that they ended on that.
Yeah, I know.
What do you not understand about it?
He was like, well, I knew I had to kill myself because then blah, blah, blah. He said he wouldn't have gone, mm-hmm. and so he couldn't have stopped it, and so that's why he killed himself? They would all be together?
Yes.
Okay.
It was the only way they could be together because he would never go back.
Okay, I understand now. But why did he kill himself if he didn't remember?
See, he remembered enough. Like, that's the thing. They remembered something terrible happened there. That's why they all yoked and whatnot. Yoked. But
crashed their car into a bridge.
It's a very ambiguous amnesia.
Okay, well, end of this movie. Next Stephen King movie we review will be Dr. Sleep. It looks like it'll be horrible.
It looks really bad.
It looks really bad. Yeah. Okay.
But I have hope because I love The Shining.
Is it the same? Is it the kid grown up?
I don't know.
I think it is.
Like it. It seems like it.
Johnny?
Yes, Papa. Johnny.
No, Papa.
Are you trying to remember the kid's name? It's Danny. Danny isn't here, Mrs. Torrance.
Yeah, that movie looks so bad.
The whole hunter thing. Like, why?
Why?
If they took that part out completely and it was just about.
And that looks like the whole plot of the
I know,
movie.
it's a shame.
And I think
But
the black
I don't know.
girl is
What?
supposed to be
The innkeepers, the chef's great daughter or something.
or like somehow related to him.
It looks really bad.
Looks really
but
bad.
I'm still gonna watch it
Still gonna watch it.
because I want to see what happens in the hotel, and I love The Shining.
Bro,
Hopefully,
that
there's some
commercial
salvageable bits.
I also called what it was because I said Shining 2, but I didn't know the name of the book, but I knew it. You can't fool me. You can't fool me. I'm a movie whiz. Okay? Next video. Watch me murder Luke. Thanks. What? This has been an AV conversation, so I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
I gotta print 15 sheets of paper.